This evening, Channel 7's Wayne Friedman with the story of a struggle to cross the finish line between fame and obscurity. It's about the music business and a local band that could, in the next few months, become a household name.
If you sense the tension in this backstage room...
Excited. Nervous.
It has everything to do with some shadowy figures in the hall out front.
Even though we'd like to think this is like every other gig, it's not.
Because while most of these people came to the DNA Lounge to hear music for pleasure, 22 of them from 11 record companies are here on business.
A&M, Giant, Capitol, Relativity, Geffen, DGC.
No one knows who they are, only that if they like what they hear, those record people have the power to propel the men backstage from obscurity to fame.
It hit us like an atom bomb, you know, all at once. And, you know, one minute we were talking about what was going to be our next show and, you know, where we're going for Christmas, and then the next minute we were talking about what attorney was coming up what day and what time we had to call John in L.A.
Until 5 weeks ago, The Sun was just another alternative rock band churning it out in the catacombs of the San Francisco rehearsal hall. They worked regular jobs all day, then they practiced all night. They knew they were onto something, but nobody noticed. Not till a friend told an acquaintance who heard a tape, who passed it to a big management company, which nibbled and started a feeding frenzy.
They'll call you from their, like, L.A. car phone, you know, and they're going, you know, Josh, really excited, sounds great, I'm excited. Hey, this person hasn't even heard the tape, and they're excited. We're all excited here, very, very savvy. I'll tell you what, we're going to give you a call. You like shrimp, you like sushi? I don't, but we'll tell you what, we'll go out for Japanese food. It's going to be Marvy, it's going to be great, it's going to be savvy. We're excited, I'm excited. Jerry's coming out, he's excited. We're going to have a very exciting dinner. I feel good about this.
I would sing it and not worry about notes.
There is more work than glamour to being in a band these days. The odds of being signed by a record company and then of making the charts are infinitesimal.
There is a certain point where you decide to make a commitment or a decision, and you have to stick to it. There's no going back.
If you got your minds focused so far into something, so deep into something, and you know, nothing else seems to matter, and that
Yeah.
you know, you just have no real choice but to push on and live your life, you know.
And in this case, they've chosen music and faith in each other and hard work in that order.
Going to DNA on Tuesday. Oh, okay, the Sun, huh?
But success is a demanding mistress. For an unsigned band, it means doing their own public relations on the streets of San Francisco's hate.
This is basically a war of endurance.
His boss thinks this is a joke right now, that what this whole thing we're doing. You know, his boss is like, oh, sure, when are we going to see you on the news, you know?
Who's boss?
Randy's boss. Yeah.
You want any message for your boss, Randy?
And so, finally, the performance. For 5 young men unwilling to part with their dreams, it's the most important of their lives.
You don't want to let yourself down or your friends or your family, but there is that chance that you're scared that maybe you will have to settle for the life that you already have.
And sometimes it is scary that when you have your girlfriend or your mom, your dad, or your best friends and stuff, and everybody's saying, gee, the band's going, man, you guys are going to be there, you guys are getting signed, you guys are going big. And it is real scary to think, gee, what if you don't? You know, then you're going to let all these people down.
10 days after their show, the Sun is still getting nibbles and promises they still feel on the brink of success. But as another rock and roller once said, you take it on faith, you take it from the heart, the waiting is the hardest part. In San Francisco, Wayne Friedman, Channel 7 News.
Remember that name.